Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll do an in-depth comparison between the latest Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 and the Huawei Watch GT2. So let's get started. If you're someone new to my channel, please consider subscribing as I do regular videos for various smartwatches like this one, smartphone reviews, tech tutorials and much more. In fact, I have an entire playlist full of Samsung smartwatch as well as Huawei smartwatch videos which contains a lot of detailed videos, and I'll be referencing these playlists throughout the video, so make sure to check them out once you're done watching this one. I'll be comparing these top-of-the-line smartwatches against each other in various aspects so you can make a good informed decision to purchase either or, and it will be a full-on in-depth comparison to see for yourself what you're missing out if you own one versus other. I have linked all their accessories and deals on these smartwatches in the description down below in case if you guys are looking for it. So let's start with a brief unboxing experience, price and various model options. So the Galaxy Watch 3 came in a elongated box like this one versus the Huawei Watch GT2 came in a square box like this one. For the price you pay for either of these watch, you do expect a good unboxing experience, and in my opinion Galaxy Watch 3 did a good job. It does feel premium, almost close to an Apple Watch unboxing experience. Anyways, the Galaxy Watch 3 comes in two sizes, 45mm, which is what I have here with me, and comes in two color variants. The one I have is Mystic Silver and the Mystic Black, which at this point in time will cost a whopping 600 Canadian dollar. There is a cheaper version that is the 41mm, which comes in Mystic Bronze and Mystic Silver, which will cost 550 Canadian dollar. There is an LTE version which at this point in time is not yet announced in Canada. The only difference between the 45mm and 41mm is the size, screen real estate and color options. Other than that, they are pretty much similar. On the other hand, Huawei Watch GT2 was announced in the end of 2019 and it's now available in Canada but yet not available in major retailers like Best Buy. At this point in time, I was able to find it on Vision Electronics, Staples, Newegg, and Amazon. The cheapest price I was able to find for the Huawei Watch GT2 46mm was $250, and for the Watch GT2 42mm was also $250. The price and availability of Huawei Watch GT2 or 2E in Canada is questionable. However, if I were to select across various models of Huawei Watch GT2, including their latest GT2E, I will personally go with the 46mm, as the 42mm and the newest GT2E does not have a built-in microphone or a speaker. So you will not be able to take Bluetooth audio calls or listen to music directly from the speaker of the watch. And obviously the size, design and screen real estate differences. Other than that, in terms of sensors and specs, they're all the same. I have individual video for each of these watches which you can find in the playlist at the end of this video as mentioned earlier. So in terms of unboxing, Galaxy Watch 3 feels top of the line. And in terms of price, Huawei Watch GT2 wins, if price is what you're comparing them with. Okay, next category to compare against will be the exterior looks. Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 comes in two sizes and three color options as discussed earlier, but it has a genuine lightweight leather band, so you have to swap it out during exercise or swim, which is a bummer. I wish they could have adopted a leather band design like the Fossil Gen 5, which has leather on top and silicone on the bottom, so at least you don't need to take it off during exercises. However, both these watches have 22mm interchangeable band, so I can literally swap band between both of these watches, or I can use the band from my other smartwatches that have 22mm band like the Fossil Gen 5 or TicWatch Pro 2020. I have linked some cool bands to spice up the looks in the description of this video. Now looking at the exterior, there is this mechanical rotating bezel which is the main selling point of this watch. It is a highly functional, tactile and top of the line. Once you start using the rotating bezel, you will miss it out no matter where you go. And the cherry on top is that the rotating bezel is well integrated in this system, so it will work almost everywhere including apps, games, which is what I really like versus the Fossil Gen 5, which has the rotating crown but does not work everywhere. Due to the digital rotating bezel, the display is protected. As you can see, it's sunken in the frame. Anyways, on the other side, there are two buttons. The top one is used to go back from any page, and long pressing it opens Samsung Pay, which is another advantage of this Galaxy Watch 3 over Huawei Watch GT 2. The bottom button is mainly used to enter the menu, and double pressing it wakes up the Bixby, which is Samsung's virtual assistant, which is another plus point over the Huawei Watch GT 2. The body is polished silver, and under this bulge there is a microphone. Now looking at the back, there are 8 photodiodes for precise heart rate monitoring, and there is a sensor for blood oxygen, which is dormant at this point. The silver ring is one of the electrode of the ECG sensor. The other electrode is on the top right button, so to complete the circuit, the watch must be on your wrist and you have to hold the top right button. Speaking of ECG, it has ECG, but Samsung hasn't rolled out its update yet in Canada. It is available though in South Korea at this point. Make sure you subscribe, as I'll do a video as soon as it's available. Now ECG is what Huawei Watch GT 2 does not have. At this point, only Apple Watch and Samsung Watch 3 as well as Active 2 has the hardware for ECG. Now on the other side, there is a tiny speaker grill. Despite of it being tiny, the speaker to me sounds better than the Huawei Watch GT 2. Now Huawei Watch GT 2 on the other hand looks slightly thinner and sleek. This is not a rotating bezel, it's a protective styling aftermarket bezel for which I have done a separate video linked up here. You can check it out once you're done watching this one. This watch has a 3D curved glass starting right from about here and wrapping all the way around. So believe me, it's very easy to scratch and even break depending on the type of work you do. And that is why I have this protective styling bezel. Well, on the other side, there are two buttons. About the same design as the Galaxy Watch 3. The top button is used to enter the menu and the bottom button is used to go back. As well as from the main screen, it acts as a shortcut to access the workout in my case. You can also customize it if you want. There is a speaker grill in between these two buttons, which is great to have, but as said earlier, Galaxy Watch 3's speaker to me sounds superior. At the back there are sensors which includes heart rate and SpO2 sensor. These are the charging pin contact points. And lastly, on the other side there is a microphone. Now let me show you both these watches on my wrist. And they both look good on my wrist, but if I were to pick one, I really like the Huawei Watch GT 2's design, but I wish I can have that rotating bezel. Anyways, the Galaxy Watch 3 looks a bit bulky to me. Both these watches are relatively 45 and 46mm, so they are already on the verge of being bigger on my wrist. So if you have smaller wrist than mine, think about getting either the 41 or 42mm. By the way, my wrist circumference is precisely 15cm, just to give you a perspective. Now, next category is the specs and internals. You can pause this video and read through all the specs listed on the side of each of the watch. Now Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 has a 1.4-inch Super AMOLED display with 360 pixel resolution and 364 pixel density. The display is protected by a Corning Gorilla Glass DX and has an oleophobic coating for fingerprint resistance. So overall display looks great, but wait until you hear about the Huawei Watch GT 2's display. This Galaxy Watch 3 is packed with Exynos 9110 dual-core 1.15 GHz processor with 1 GB of RAM and 8 GB of onboard storage, which is almost double, so you can store a lot of songs and images. I have done a video on how to transfer data on Galaxy Watch 3 linked up here. You can check it out once you're done watching this one. It has Bluetooth 5.0, Wi-Fi 802.11, top of the line GPS, NFC for Samsung Pay, and has the LTE option. This watch is powered by Tizen OS with a Galaxy App Store from which you can download paid and free Watchfaces games and apps. With a huge variety of choice, you can find a ton of videos about various apps and games on this watch in the playlist linked at the end of this video. In terms of sensor, it has the heart rate, ECG, blood oxygen sensor, accelerometer, gyroscope, barometer, and does awesome sleep tracking. This watch is waterproof up to 5 ATM and has a military 810G rating. This watch has wireless fast charge capacity, so I can charge it up right from the back of my Samsung smartphone. And has a 340 mAh battery size, which from my personal testing, it went to about a day and a half of power usage, and I can go about 3 to 4 days on light usage. It does have always on display, but turning it on drains battery like crazy. The precise dimensions are 46.2mm by 11.1mm thickness and 53.8 grams in weight. Now, Huawei Watch GT2 on the other hand has a 1.39-inch OLED capacitive touch display with 454 pixel resolution, 462 pixel density. It has a 3D curved glass bezel-less design and 1000 nits of brightness. This display is by far the best display I have ever seen on any smartwatch that I have reviewed on this channel. It's even quite bright in a daylight. This watch is powered by the proprietary Kirin A1 chipset, which is extremely good at power saving. This watch has 4 gigs of internal storage with only 2.2 gig of usable space. Sadly, this watch only has Bluetooth 5.0 with no Wi-Fi, no NFC, no LTE option, but it does have a good quality GPS. This watch runs on Huawei Lite OS, which at this point does not support app stores, so no third-party app, games, or watch faces. This watch has all the sensors like heart rate, blood oxygen, altimeter, pedometer, accelerometer, gyroscope, and barometer. It is also 5 ATM water resistance. It has a 455 mAh battery size, which is quite big in terms of a smartwatch. This has its own proprietary magnetic charging pin, which I have to carry with me, but the good part is, unlike the other charging docks, this charging dock has a USB Type-C port and has the port on the dock, so you don't have a cable holding the dock. So I find it relatively easy to carry versus the other smartwatches. This watch is hands down the best and unbeatable smartwatch in terms of battery life. No watch has ever taken me about 2 weeks with moderate usage and 3 weeks with light usage. Even if I keep the always on display turned on, this watch still gets me 5 days of power usage. This is just unbelievable. The exact dimensions are 46mm by 10.7mm in thickness and just 41 grams. So my verdict is that if you are someone who wants a watch that goes 2 weeks per charge and don't care about apps, games, or watch face, and wants a good, sleek, and lightweight design with decent fitness and sleep tracking, then you will not find a better watch than Huawei Watch GT2. But if you want an overall a great smartwatch which does awesome fitness tracking, sleep tracking along with ECG, it also has the fall detection and a decent battery life with a ton of customization of menu, setting, watch face, etc. Has built-in Samsung Pay with exceptional onboard storage and all the bells and whistles of a modern day smartwatch, then go with Galaxy Watch 3. Next section is navigation and menu layout. Now Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 has the Tizen OS with the proprietary circular menu layout. To enter the menu, you have to click the bottom button and then you can either use the rotating bezel or swipe along to navigate. Most of the time I just use the rotating bezel, which is awesome and addictive with a satisfying click. Now you can click the top button to get back onto the home screen or exit any application. From the main screen, if you swipe right, you will get all your notification. With this watch, you can view, reply and interact with notification. I even got preview images with some notifications. You can reply either by voice, emojis, custom replies. It has a T9 keyboard if you have the muscle memory of the retro T9 keyboards, or you can write on the screen to type. So you get a lot of options to interact with notification. Now, if you swipe left, you can access customized widgets. You can add a lot of widgets, which is awesome, so you can keep things at your reach from the widgets. Nothing happens if you slide up on the main screen. But if you slide down on the main screen, you will be taken to the quick access settings, which is my personal favorite. Instantly, you can see the battery level, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connection on the top. Now, here is the interesting part. You can customize all these setting shortcuts. You can arrange them by click and holding them, and even add or remove setting shortcuts as per your wish. Keep in mind, you can add up to 20 setting shortcuts. No other watch does this. I really like it as I can toggle on and off options really quick, like the location, Wi-Fi, NFC, airplane mode, volume, night mode, find my phone, screen brightness, etc. Samsung also has the virtual assistant Bixby, which is not that robust in comparison to the Google Assistant on the Wear OS, but it can do things like set an alarm, access calendar, start a workout, access contacts, etc. I've done a detailed video of Samsung's Bixby and it's linked up here. You can check it out once you're done watching this one. You can even voice wake up Bixby by saying "Hi Bixby," which is turned off in my case as it's pretty sensitive. On the other hand, Huawei Watch GT2 has 2-button layout. The top button can be used to enter the menu. Then you have to swipe up or down to go around the menu. You can swipe right to get back to the home screen. On the home screen, you can swipe left or right to access various statistics. You can swipe down from the top on the home screen to pull out the quick options like do not disturb, show time, find my phone, alarm, settings with a battery level indicator, date and day, as well as Bluetooth connected or not icon. You can swipe up from the main screen to pull out the notification. One important thing is you cannot interact with any notification on Huawei Watch GT2, unlike the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 as shown earlier. So that being said, the winner in this category for me personally is the Galaxy Watch 3 again, as I like the rotating bezel, customizable quick setting shortcuts, Bixby, the virtual assistant, and the fact that I can interact with the notification, which I can't on the Huawei. Both these watches are capable of taking Bluetooth audio calls directly from the watch, and the experience is certainly better than the other smartwatches I have reviewed on this channel, but if I were to pick one, I will go with the Galaxy Watch 3. Next is the fitness and sleep tracking, which is a huge one. Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 has the proprietary S Health by Samsung, which is a good one. Now, from my personal use, I find that the Galaxy Watch 3 has a lot of workout options to choose from. You have a lot of individual strength training workout options which you can stop, and instead of finishing the workout, you can start a new workout wherein you can add another strength training exercise. At the end, all these will be added to your final workout summary, which is good, but I find that it's sometimes overshooting the calorie burn. This watch is capable of auto-detecting varieties of move, including walking and run. The GPS tracking is also great. This watch does have sleep tracking and it precisely detects my sleep and wake up time. Also provides me a sleep score. All the data is visible on the watch, which gets doubled in the mobile S Health app, with a detailed customizable graph and statistics. On top of all this, this watch has the hardware for ECG and blood oxygen whenever it gets announced. So this is overall a great fitness and sleep tracking device. On the other hand, Huawei Watch GT2 has a ton of workout tracking options. You can see there are like 13 different type of running courses which I would never be able to try. Not just that, it has a lot of workouts. When you click add more, you will get a never exhausting list of all the workouts and sports you can ever imagine. From what I have used, I find that the workout tracking is pretty accurate in terms of calorie, heart rate, and training effect. It also provides you the recovery time after a workout, which I find another cool feature. This has the SpO2 sensor activated, and I have done a separate video for it linked up here. You can check it out once you're done watching this one. This watch also does stress tracking along with the sleep tracking, which is also pretty accurate, and it also has included breathing exercise session. One problem though with that is once you start the session, it shows you to inhale and exhale, but it doesn't vibrate. So you have to stare at the screen to coordinate your inhalation and exhalation. Huawei, if you're watching this video, it only takes one update to fix it. Anyways, in terms of fitness and sleep tracking, I will personally go with the Huawei Watch GT2 as A, it has a ton of workout options. B, if you continuously use GPS for run tracking, it does not affect battery level that much. For about 30 minutes of run with Galaxy Watch 3, you will see a significant decline in battery life versus the Huawei Watch GT2. You can also listen to the music directly from the onboard music storage via Bluetooth headset, keeping the GPS on, and still the battery will go for about 5 days minimum no matter what. Lastly, see, the blood oxygen sensor is activated already and has add-ons like stress tracking, guided breathing sessions, decent sleep tracking with sleep scores, and my favorite, the watch tells you about your recovery period after a workout. Lastly, let's talk about the software, apps, games, and watch face options and wrap this video up with my final say. Galaxy Watch 3 has the Tizen OS, and you can download apps, games, and watch faces from the Galaxy App Store directly from the watch or from the smartphone. You can also get awesome games and exceptionally awesome watch faces and functional apps like Spotify, Find My Phone, email, camera control, music player, gallery, and even internet browser along with Twitter and YouTube. Yes, you can watch YouTube videos right from the watch. I have done a video about all such apps, games, and watch faces, including free giveaways of paid watch faces, which you can find in the Samsung smartwatch playlist linked at the end of this video. On the other hand, Huawei Watch GT2 does not have any app store, so you cannot add any additional apps or games. All you have is the built-in apps like contacts, music, barometer, weather, stopwatch, timer, alarm, flashlight, and Find My Phone. I can appreciate Huawei to include basic functional apps like Find My Phone, alarm, stopwatch, flashlight, but I really miss apps like camera control, gallery to view images, emails and notification interaction, music streaming apps like Amazon Music, Spotify, etc. In terms of watch faces, there are good pre-installed watch faces, but that is it. You can't add third-party watch face as you can on the Galaxy Watch 3. So you are limited with options. Now both these watches do work with iPhone, for which I have already done a video, which you can find it in the playlist linked at the end of this video. So for me, obviously Galaxy Watch 3 wins over here. So my final verdict is that both these smartwatches are good, but I will personally go with Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 as it provides awesome smartwatch experience, pretty close to an Apple Watch. And you get a lot of features like Wi-Fi, NFC for Samsung Pay, tons of games and watch faces, along with functional apps like camera control, gallery, Spotify, email, as well as a decent fitness and sleep tracking, ECG feature, and ability to reply and interact with various app notification. Above average battery life, obviously not as good as Huawei Watch GT2, but will work for most of the people. However, if you are someone who travels a lot and all you care is weeks of battery life with bare-bone features like viewing notification, Find My Phone, alarm, stopwatch, flashlight, onboard music storage, along with exceptionally good fitness and sleep tracking, then go with Huawei Watch GT2. And it won't even break the bank, as it's literally half the price of Galaxy Watch 3. So I really hope you found this video helpful. If you did, then please give this video a thumbs up. It really means a lot. Also follow me on my other social media networks for early preview to upcoming videos and free giveaways. Links are in the description of all my videos. Thanks so much for watching and take care. I'll catch you guys in the next one.